San Fernando Cemetery number 1 holds the dearly departed.
I have a few family members here who died more than 80 years ago.
It also offers an opportunity for the living. Once a week, a man named Joe strolls in for charity.
Most people find it out of the ordinary, but somebody has to do it, I think.
In the assembly of graves, where Mary stands like a rock over those resting in peace.
Through no other fault other than just time, some of the stones needed the most care.
A Catholic college history professor connects to the chore of his choosing.
A lot of older stones from the 19th century, early 20th century.
You don't have to scrub hard.
He cleans tombstones in the historic cemetery voluntarily.
Most people don't pick up a hobby in a graveyard.
This is a great equalizer. My dad used to say, or my grandmother used to say, allá vamos, which means in Spanish, we're all headed that way. So
Joe, who asked us to conceal his identity, started scrubbing graves 2 years ago. He saw time's toll on the headstones. Some cracked, lacking an arm, even headless.
if you look at some of them, there's no one alive who ever met these people. Their last of kin or next of kin who knew them in life are long gone.
Joe also noticed lichen, dirt, and age covering the grave markers, making it impossible to read Finality's summary.
To me, it was kind of a shame that you can't even read the lettering anymore.
He formed a bucket brigade of sorts, paying for the all-natural cleaners out of his pocket. Each week, Joe commits to 4 to 5 fungus-covered tombstones.
I don't move anything, I just use water and a brush.
His spray bottles spit out a mist in the same area where tears have watered the ground in sorrow. Then the 44-year-old washes away filth, revealing restoration.
These people have stories, and there's enough stuff to be found on the internet that you could tell some of these stories. It looks like some of these people their graves haven't been visited in decades.
His mission of mercy also raised curiosity.
You're like, who is this person? What did they die of? Where did they live? Where were they from?
The grave scrubber became a death detective.
Some people's lives out here were cut short by tragedy. From what I researched, by accident.
He was struck by a Model T.
Digging up the backstories on those who get buried here.
There's a lot of immigrants here. There's a lot of Mexicans who came here during the Mexican Revolution who died in a foreign land. There is a lot of Irish immigrants. There's a lot of Italian immigrants. There's some Lebanese immigrants. There's all sorts of people here.
One story that touches him is the Bafaro children, who died from diphtheria.
They died on the same day in 1905. Their father had immigrated from Italy in the building where the Palm restaurant is downtown.
Oh, there are even more storied resters like Jose Antonio Navarro, who signed the Texas Declaration of Independence, or Private Jose Arteaga.
He was born here in San Antonio.
Wounded in war.
He was shot in October in World War I.
Went back out on the front lines after a week of convalescing, but was killed at 21 years old.
The hero. You've never heard of him.
Joe completed 445 tombstones and counting.
The big ones, like a big one over there, takes about an hour to start, from start to finish. Then you come back and you maintain and you spray this chemical I use, and within 2 or 3 months, they're tip-top.
Some take even longer.
Some of them can take up to a year.
Choosing each marker by the compass of grace, he catalogs the progress on his cell phone. This is before and now after. And during the process.
When I'm out here, I say my rosary, but I'm in and out in a couple hours.
But it's okay if you talk to him. I probably would.
I say hello to some of them. I say hello to Jose, who died in World War I, storming the trenches. I thank him for his service. I thank a lot of these guys for their service. I don't know if I do it out loud.
So, if circumstances lead you to San Fernando Cemetery number 1,
I'm not here at night with the torch, right?
Joe could be on his seat of charity, trying to give mercy a heavenly sparkle. Marvin Hurst, Eyewitness News.